One of St. John of the Cross's most well-known poems is called The Dark Night. And he wrote two books explaining this poem, and one of the books is simply called The Dark Night. And St. John of the Cross teaches that in order to reach union with God, in order to reach the transforming union or spiritual perfection, we must pass through a number of nights. And again, he explains the reason for these nights, the characteristics of these nights, and how we should respond when we go through these nights. But what's most important is he helps us to recognize when we are going through a dark night, and helps us to understand not only the tremendous benefits of going through a dark night, but also the necessity. If we wish to come to a place of pureness of heart so that we can be filled with the fullness of God and reach union with God, we must allow the Lord to bring us through these dark nights. And he explains that if we don't understand the mystery of God's workings in our soul when we're going through a dark night, it can put us to confusion, and it can cause us to panic and leave the path to perfection, leave the path to union with God. And that's why it's so important for us to recognize when we're going through a dark night, the characteristics of the dark night, and what to do when we're going through a dark night. We're going to have a St. John of the Cross retreat on Saturday, July 14th at the Catholic Charismatic Center. It begins at 8:30 with Mass. We finish at 1. It's free. You don't have to register. Just come on out and join us and learn more about the wonderful doctrine and teaching of this great Prince of Mystics, St. John of the Cross.